Hey there, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moon Directed. Here we work with energy to see how we can best utilize it to move your life forward in the most positive way possible. Today we're going to cover the energy for the Aries season. So this video is actually a couple of days late. So this will be March 23rd through the 18th of April. But I'm going to bonus you with a full moon reading in the same video. So hopefully it won't be too overly long. Today, for some reason, they seem to be going pretty long. So hang in there with me. Spirit's a little chatty. Okay, so, oh, hey, can you hit the thumbs up? YouTube has changed their analytics. They did this about a year ago, and it's been a struggle. And so you will notice that every YouTuber out there is asking you to do that. So there's that. But more importantly, hold on. Oh, that's so interesting. But more importantly, it connects our energy. And then the more, it's sort of like these energetic pathways. And so the more that you connect your energy, the more that you're likely to get a reading that resonates for you. And you're going to want a reading that resonates for you. This is an interesting card. Okay, and oh, leave me a comment, because that's another way to add more energy in, because we have the defense. We have the dragon fruit dragon, and it says defense. So let's find out what we're on defense about. Woo. I don't like having to play defense. Okay, so let's find out what's going on. So if you've never been here before, we're going to cover thoughts, feelings, actions, past, present, future. I'm going to clarify the decks. I assign Lenormand houses to each one so that I can get another layer of information. And the key to the situation, woohoo! In the heart space, we have luck. So why are you playing defense? Why are we? In case you don't know, I'm a Capricorn rising, so I'm like dying to know what's going on here. All right, so in the recent past, we have hospitality. Now, hospitality in the area of where you're trying to gather more information, this is about doors that open. So where are the doors opening to you? Where are you being welcomed in? Where are you, looking to open up doors for other people? So hospitality goes, the door swings both ways is literally what I'm seeing this door that goes, you know, how they go in or they go out. It's, so it's like a really busy kitchen, and so you got to watch out, because when you're going to push your way in, someone might be pushing their way out, right? So hospitality is about the door swinging both ways and about opportunities coming to you. Maybe you've been wondering if and when a door would open, where is the opportunity? And it is about timing. In the area of transformation, we have timing. We have the little blackberry dragon. He's super cute. Blackberries have a very short season. I like them so much better than the raspberries, and they always came in later and they were gone sooner. That was something I remembered when, out in the woods, they would grow in the meadow. Okay. So in the arena of where, this is finances, thoughts around finances and money and abundance, you have the radish dragon, and it says growth. I mean, what an okay, I don't know what you're on the defense about, but this looks really good. So if you've been wondering about when the doors are going to open, they're going to open in divine timing, and you will be experiencing some kind of growth in abundance. Really like that. Why? Because the key to the situation is luck. And what is luck? Luck is when hard work meets opportunity. And opportunity is doors opening. And so whatever you're working on, whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're putting energy and effort into, don't give up yet. Maybe you're feeling a little defensive because it feels like nothing's happening. Oh, goodness. You know, every time we get this card, I always have to laugh. I'm going to have to get the book. It's the 7 Heavenly Virtues. I could probably tell you the 7 deadly sins, but I certainly don't know the 7 heavenly virtues. Come on, people. What is that? I mean, seriously, who knows those? I mean, because then you would have to live by them. Okay. Let's more fun to live by the things that you shouldn't. All right. Let's see what they are. 7 heavenly virtues. Belief and trust in the right things. Oh, this sounds a lot like like some of the yoga themes. Belief that good will prevail. Unlimited loving kindness toward others. So it's faith, hope, and charity. Fortitude, never giving up. So keep going. Justice, being fair and equitable toward others. Patience, accepting the grace to forgive, and temperance, practicing self-control and moderation. So put down the caffeine. I was told I'm supposed to drink less caffeine. As you can see, it's not working yet. Okay, so all right, so here we go. We have faith, hope, charity, justice. Good things will come to those who wait, patience, right? Fortitude, hang in there. So there's a divine timing in here in order to get the growth that you want. And maybe you're feeling a little defensive and a little prickly because, you know, I've been putting a lot of time and energy and effort into this, whatever, and nothing seems to be happening. And so I almost went here. I'm going to go here now. I want to see what it says in here about the dragon fruit. The dragon reminds you not to judge a fruit or a dragon by its cover. Often a thorny plant or person is only protecting their softer side. Know that sometimes people layer their defenses, which means you have to peel each one away. Be gentle with those who seem to make you jump through hoops to get to know them. Their outer scars are there for a reason. You have to decide if you want to spend time working your way past each of their guardians at each of those gates. Whoa. Wow. For some of you, this is a relationship, which is going to require you to have faith in the process and be open and understanding and forgiving and trying to get past their guard. For others of you, this could be a person, you know, so that's all kinds of relationships, right? It could be with your siblings, your parents, your children, your best friends, your friends group, your and significant others, of course. There's but it could also be a potential opportunity in business that's going to require a lot of trust and faith that all the hoops you have to jump through to get the things in order are going to make sense. But we are in your 4th house of home with the sun in Aries. And so, especially if you're a Capricorn rising. So it is more likely a relationship issue around some family member or something like that. And speaking of peeling back the layers, in the recent past in the heart space, we have the onion dragon, which is about releasing. And it's about, is it safe to peel back my layers? Is it safe to allow others to? How much are they willing to? How much am I willing to? And we have that full moon coming up, which is all about releasing and letting go. And that's happening in your career house. And so there is this balance, I think, between work life about how much to let go of in order to bring balance into your life. But there's a lot of luck involved. In the heart space, you have kindness. I love that you have kindness in the heart space. So again, that is that 7 heavenly virtues of having the charity toward others, that showing the grace of others, that allows for the growth to come in and allows for opportunities. So I think the defense is somebody else and that you need to work through their defensive system, or or have patience with yourself if you're working through your own defensive system, because we build up our own defenses. And so, you know, there's a need for us maybe to peel back our own layers to let other people in if we've been, you know, feeling like we need to protect ourselves. But you have the snowdrop. Tomorrow brings the illumination of your hopes. That could actually mean tomorrow. whenever you watch this. Or it could just remember to have what hope and faith, right? Fortitude. It's the fortitude. It's the um, faith and belief and trust in the right things. The belief that the good will prevail, and fortitude, never giving up. And of course, the transformation happens with timing. And so, not necessarily tomorrow. It's not like a day on the calendar where you can say, oh, this is Christmas Eve. Tomorrow you get to open your presents. All right, so in the recent past, in the area of the obstacles, you have the mushroom dragon, and it's about the illusion. There's been some kind of an illusions creating a blockage. It's an illusion where either you need to or they need to create boundaries and safeties and defenses. There also could be the illusion of you think or they think that you are a certain way when it may not be the truth. Again, it's about getting through the defenses to get to the... How many licks does it take to get to the middle of a Tootsie Roll Pop? Right? Hard candy, out shell to get to the chewy, tender Tootsie Roll inside. So while all of these cards in the action step for right now are around your heart healing, because look at all this green. But the green is also growth. So these are ways to, and the one here is showing its self-confidence growing. Right? So we have asparagus dragon, which is be consistent. That's also timing to me. Asparagus takes 2 years before it pops its little head up, but then it's consistent. It shows up every spring right on time. So literally you can plant this along your fence line and you won't see anything that year, but 2 years later, they'll come up in the spring before you start mowing your lawn. So you don't even have to give them their own garden space. You can just grow them right in the garden, right in the lawn. And you just cut those back until they start going to seed. And then you just mow down the seeds like, you would with the lawn. And so, but the next year they'll pop back up again. So there's a need to be, I'm thinking, resilient, consistent, be willing to show up, to be dependable and reliable. Be Capricorn. And then we have strength. So fortitude. Don't give up. Hang in there. Be consistent. Be persistent, right? Show up. And then we have diversify, which is the zucchini dragon. And diversify, it would mean be open to, be open to modification, be open to not doing everything necessarily the way things were always done before, because that just gets you the same thing anyway. So look for opportunities, for doors that open. See all the yellow on this one and a little bit of yellow on this one. So in order to get to the hospitality, get the doors open, there may be a need to diversify. So whatever this is that you're trying to create here to grow, might need to spread out a little. Asparagus also shoots its roots out, and so you might have a little, like in the first year I think I had like 4 come up, and the next year there was like 15 or 16 stalks, and then the next year it was huge. So allow things to diversify, to spread, to grow. It's timing. Timing's a big thing here. And then observe. The outcome is observe. So this is about mirroring. What you put into a situation or relationship is what comes back to you. So observe, and if it's a business project, right, a creative project of some sort, what you put out there, observe the reaction to it, see if it works or not, and be willing to diversify, to change, to make adjustments. In a relationship, body language, paying attention to what's happening. Also, make sure that you are getting back what you are putting in, right? You're being consistent. You're having the fortitude. You're having the grace. You're willing to make some adjustments and diversify. Is the other person doing that? Because if they're not letting down their defenses, then I don't see how anything can improve, right? So there's a need to yes, be very kind and to, but this, we have the illusion as the obstacle. And one way to overcome this is to be observant, to not think that something is what there's no obvious evidence of it being so, right? Observe what is actually happening, not what you want to have happen. But don't stop being who you are, right? You're lucky. The key to the situation is luck. There's some kind of timing, some kind of door that opens to you because of who you are. And so don't stop being who you are. Wow. That just came flying out. Wow. Okay. There's a need to have ability to wait patiently for a change in perspective, either yours or someone else's. We have the Hanged Man. There is a need to look for the light within. This Hanged Man is, the light is shining down into the emotional waters. And with her fingers, she is writing things in ancient hieroglyphic kind of script there. And so there's magic that comes from using your intuition to view things from a higher vantage point, to look at how things are unfolding, because look what you have for the other card that came flying out as the Ten of Pentacles. This is having it all. This is having the family life. This is having the financial security. This is having... This to me, this is better than the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is about emotional satisfaction. This has the emotional satisfaction coupled with the financial satisfaction. This is everything. This is generational, and we got the Dog of Loyalty here. We've got a couple that are just smiling at each other, and children playing in the background. There's such a connection here. And with this happening in your fourth house of home, this is a chance to really bring this all together. And so I think in order to get past someone's defenses, it requires kindness on your part, allowing for the timing to happen and seeing things from a different perspective. But you can totally bring into you the magic of what you want ultimately with those aspects. This is really a very hope-filled reading. Okay. And so not the usual Capricorn reading all about business. This one feels very much on the intimate, personal level of home, family, siblings, friends. These are personal relationships that will be brought into focus. And we've got Venus in Aries in your house of home, also adding to that with the Sun, and Pisces is in Mercury, making communication about what, because Pisces is your third house of communication, and with Mercury in there, this is communication from the heart center that will totally make the difference for you. All right, let's take a look at that full moon. That full moon is happening, like I said, in your house of career. There's a need to release and let something go in order to create space to allow new things to come in, because in 2 weeks you get the new moon happening, but it will be happening in your house of home. So there is something that maybe in the career space you need to release in order to create space to bring something in the home life, or just to bring life into balance. I feel like there's a need to bring in balance. So, I am strong, valiant, and courageous. Look at him charging forward. So, interesting. I think that this full moon is going to release. Oh, have you been feeling sluggish? I can barely move lately, and since Venus got into Aries on Sunday, I've been feeling myself getting my crap together physically, like able to get up out of bed, do things. I've been very productive. Last weekend was rough. I mean, oh my gosh, I could barely. Yeah, look at this. There is a change in the wind. It's blowing things off, it's releasing them. There we go. And there's things being blown away. There is a change in the wind. It looks like little clovers too all over it. Like, look at all that green, that luck. I think this is a lucky change in the wind. I mean, there's nothing here to suggest that it wouldn't be. I love the Ten of Pentacles. So don't be too defensive and be patient with other people's defenses, and people will mirror you. If you want people to be open with you, you have to be open with them. There is a reciprocation that needs to happen in the vulnerability aspect. So you have to let down some of your defenses. Otherwise, you know, you can't expect that in return. Okay, so we have the B. Belief, sweet reward, and productivity. With focused intention and diligence, I accomplish great things and benefit many beings. Okay, there we go, Capricorn. You showed up. Believe in yourself. You are capable of more than you realize. Take your interest and passion seriously so that you commit time and energy to their development and expression. That would be the igniting courage. Remember, we're talking about career house right now. So when you live as your true self, doing work that has meaning to you, you are helping many more beings than you realize. Your inner light has a positively contagious effect. It lights up the lives of those around you, so let yourself shine. Do not be afraid to work hard, but also make time to enjoy your life. There is a distinct need for what you have to offer. There is the change in the wind, I think, is about bringing balance into life, doing things that you enjoy doing that brings you happiness. So maybe a shift in career, maybe the pandemic showed you that you enjoy working from home, and how can you keep that going so that you can have more of a work-life balance. Or maybe the pandemic showed you that I can't work for this place anymore and I need to make a big change, So there's a need to, and some of you, honest to God, are deciding to go out there and just be your own boss, create your own new business. I can see this in this igniting courage to jump the fence here, right? Like, I'm breaking barriers, I'm moving forward. I believe in myself. And we have the flamingo and the flying fish. These are both about taking a big leap of faith. So the flamingo is authenticity, nourishment, and individuality. My beauty is unique and inspirational. Give yourself permission to find your own way to live. If you do not feel like you can be your authentic self, check what influences you have allowed into your mind and your life. Do you need to change your spiritual diet in some way so that you are taking in more physical, emotional, or mental nourishment? Don't be afraid to show your true colors. When you allow the real you to be seen, others will be able to recognize your beauty and grace. Don't hide yourself or deny yourself what you need to flourish, including a wild and free heart. I did include in the description box below a link to a video for the Violet Flame meditation. It is about releasing and letting go, and I've forgotten to mention it in a couple of the videos, but it is it was really, I used it 3 days in a row, and I believe it's shifting my energy. It's lightening things up. It's allowing me to feel more energetic. So it's something to try. We have the flying fish, leap of faith, exploration, and let go. I take my leap of faith with freedom and grace. Trust that you will know the right moment to take your leap, the timing, right? When your intuition guides you to take a step, do so without hesitation or doubt. No obstacle will be able to stop your progress. You have what it takes to successfully overcome any challenge or distraction. I mean, talk about overcoming a challenge, right? Leaping right on over it. You have what it takes to successfully overcome any challenge or distraction and fulfill your life purpose. Open yourself to new adventure, explore new worlds. Your instincts will protect you from negative influences. Do not be reluctant to let go and take a leap of faith. Have confidence in yourself and in spirit. Believe in yourself, right? Believe in yourself. Okay. That does not suck. Just gonna say, that's a pretty good reading. All right, let's get you a crystal card for the month. I will be back in 2 weeks to do the mid-month, and we'll cover the new moon then. And I am planning to do weeklies. I just didn't get to them this week. The energy was killing me, and I really needed to sleep more than I needed to do videos. And everybody survived, so it's okay. All right, so you have two of my favorite. You have labradorite. I take time for reflection and see life from a higher purpose. There is a real need to develop your spirituality, to make time for it, to bring life into balance. Work and home, right? But and spiritual. Like, so what I'm seeing is a starfish, and it's got the 5 prongs that come out. And so I think taking a look at the starfish, and if you look at the center, that's the core of who you are. And then so work is one arm, and your spiritual practice is another, and family is one, and friends and fun and creativity, or however you put it together. Like, you decide what your prongs are, right? I'm not going to tell you what they are, but I think you're being encouraged to make one of the legs of your starfish spirituality. And so it says, observe life from a greater perspective, reflect on inner light. And remember, we have observe here coming as the outcome card. So observe life from a greater perspective. Also, this is observing life from a greater perspective. So really don't gloss this over as not being important. Develop consistent spiritual practice, increase spiritual awareness, and meditate regularly. I take time for reflection and see life from a higher purpose, labradorite. And then you have apotholite, which is definitely about getting in touch with your meditation and spiritual practice. You have okay, let's try that again. I meditate regularly. I am insightful. My connection with wisdom guides me daily. The apotholite. Access all information and knowledge available. Remember past lives as needed. Improve clarity during meditation experiences. Stay grounded and maintain a quiet mind. Meditation. I think that'll help you know when it's time to do things, when it's time to make the next changes. And definitely, there is a change in the wind, and it's coming for you in a good way. All right, you guys take care. I will see you back here soon. And wow, leave me a comment. I'd love to know what's going on. If you're starting a business, go ahead and put it in down there so that we all know about it. I'm happy to share. You guys take care.